Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 7 grams magic mushrooms. When my couch became a portal to the furniture multiverse, it all started as a casual Saturday afternoon decision. I had about 7 grams of dried magic mushrooms lying around. Enough for a hefty solo trip, and figured, why not? I was craving something wild. Something to shake up my usual Netflix binge routine. Little did I know, the next few hours would turn my humble living room into a gateway to an utterly bizarre furniture multiverse. The trip hit me like a wave of warm cosmic jelly right after I finished my tea. The ceiling started breathing gently, and the carpet beneath me seemed to undulate like it was alive, whispering secrets only I could almost understand. Then my couch, the old, slightly saggy thing I'd had since college, started to shimmer with an iridescent glow. At first, I thought it was just my brain playing tricks, but then the couch slowly transformed. The fabric rippled and stretched, unfolding like a living map. Suddenly, I was no longer sitting on a couch, but floating inside what looked like a vast labyrinth of furniture realms, each more surreal than the last. A doorway opened up in front of me, a shimmering archway made of polished oak with brass knobs that glowed faintly blue. Without hesitation, I stepped through and found myself in the kingdom of recliners. Here, massive armchairs ruled, reclining majestically as they sipped invisible tea and debated the merits of lumbar support. One particularly grand recliner, decked out in velvet cushions and embroidered buttons, beckoned me closer. "Welcome, traveler," it rumbled, its voice deep and comforting like a well-worn armrest. "You have entered the domain where comfort reigns supreme, and every chair knows the true meaning of rest." I nodded, feeling the weight of my body, perfectly cradled by invisible hands. Suddenly, a small ottoman rolled up beside me, giggling softly like a mischievous puppy. "Care for a footrest?" it asked cheekily, making my laughter echo through the realm. Before I could answer, the floor beneath me shifted, and I found myself sliding down a slippery leather slide that led into the land of tables. This world was a dizzying maze of coffee tables, dining tables, and those weird side tables that nobody really knows what to do with. The tables chatted amongst themselves, clacking legs and chiming glasses as they exchanged stories of the meals they'd supported and the secrets they'd overheard. A particularly ornate dining table invited me to sit. As I did, plates appeared out of thin air, filling with glowing fruits and steaming dishes of impossible colors. I took a bite, and the flavors exploded into memories: family dinners, awkward first dates, and celebratory feasts. The table smiled, or at least I thought it did. Suddenly I was pulled upwards by a cascade of glowing cushions, floating me into the cloud of pillows. A soft, fluffy realm where pillows drifted lazily like clouds in a pastel sky. The pillows whispered lullabies and offered snippets of dreams they'd caught from sleeping humans. One pillow, a fluffy cloud-like being named Fluffernutter, snuggled up and told me stories about the ancient art of napping and the secret society of sleepwalkers who governed dreams. I floated there, weightless and serene, until a sudden rumble shook the pillow cloud. The ground cracked open beneath me, and I tumbled down a chute made of patchwork quilts into the dungeon of forgotten furniture. Here, dusty old rocking chairs, cracked lampshades, and broken stools huddled in shadows, reminiscing about their glory days. They told me tales of being abandoned, replaced by newer, sleeker designs, yet they still held pride in their creaks and quirks. An ancient rocking chair, creaky but dignified, told me. Even forgotten, we hold stories in our joints and memories in our wood. Every scratch is a badge of honor. I nodded solemnly, feeling an unexpected kinship with these relics of the past. Then, just as I was about to ask more, the couch realm rippled again, and I was whisked back through the archway, landing back on my living room floor. The carpet had stopped breathing, the ceiling was still, and my couch was just my couch again. Except now, it felt somehow more alive, like a friend who had just shared an epic adventure. I lay there for a long time, processing the wild, weird journey my mind had taken me on. The trip faded slowly, leaving behind a strange but comforting sense that even the most ordinary things, like a couch or a table, hold entire universes within them, waiting to be explored. Ever since that day, I look at my furniture differently. My couch winks at me sometimes, and I swear the ottoman giggles whenever I put my feet up. The furniture, multiverse. Who knows if it was all in my head? But if you ever find your living room glowing softly and your sofa inviting you on a journey, maybe, just maybe, it's time to take the trip.